Suze here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make these epically delicious and beautiful red velvet cake pops for Valentine's Day. This is actually a collab with two other lovely ladies here on YouTube. Sarah from The Happy Housewife. It's a play on her last name, which I think is so cute. H-A-A-S wife. And Susie from Susie B. And of course I'll link both of their channels down below. I believe Sarah is going to be making some kind of two-tone Valentine's Day cookies for us, and Susie is making a heart-shaped cake that's actually filled with some type of fruit filling. I'm very excited to see that. And so without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and get into the video, guys. Alright, to get started on these easy to make cake pops, I'm grabbing my supplies, a large bowl for mixing, red velvet cake, cream cheese frosting, white chocolate, some bags to wrap the treats in, a foam block, sucker sticks, various sprinkles, and ribbon. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the red velvet cake that I already made. Actually just used the instructions on the back of the box and poured it into two 9-inch cake pans. And I'm just going to use half of it for today. So I've dumped that into the bowl. Of course, I let the cake cool all the way before I did this. Now with clean hands, I am just going to get right in there and start mixing this cake up and kind of breaking apart with my fingers, because I am looking for almost a sand, more like wet sand style texture. So I'm just going to keep working this until I get that. And your end result should look something like this. Almost like a fine kind of dirt. I'm going to take the store-bought cream cheese frosting and a large baking spoon, and I'm just going to get about 1 heaping spoonful of that and add it straight to the crumbs. And this is really messy, but we're just going to do this like you would a meatloaf or something and just mix it with my hands so that I can feel with my fingers the texture of the mixture to see if I need to adjust the frosting amount. And for this, that is actually all the frosting I'm going to use, since this is a super moist cake mix. It's the kind with the pudding added to the mix. And I'm going to keep mixing and mixing that. I've actually kind of fast forwarded this. And you can just try to play around with it while you're mixing it. Make sure that it will stick together so you can start forming your balls. Before I do that, I'm going to just grab a plain platter plate so that I can lay them all out. And for this, I'm just using a tablespoon, just a regular measuring spoon. If you had a scoop, that would work well. I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons per cake pop and just put those in my hands and go ahead and roll them into balls. As you can see, I cup my hands while I'm rolling, and that kind of helps them maintain that round shape. You're just going to do this until you have a platter full of tiny little cake pops. Once I have all of those done, I'm going to take the white chocolate and follow the instructions in the back and melt some of it, just about 4 of the little squares in this glass dish, just melting it in the microwave according to the instructions on the back. Grabbing my sucker sticks, and I went ahead and grabbed my foam block to have on here for later. Got my melted chocolate, and I'm just whisking it, and I'm going to actually get some of it on the end of my sucker stick. And then go ahead, drop the excess, and just stick it right into my cake pop. And I'm going to repeat this process for the whole platter full. And when I'm done, go ahead and pop the whole tray of cake pops into the freezer for at least 10 minutes to go ahead and let that harden and set all the way so that we can dip them. Now that those have set, you can see I went ahead and took the rest of my white chocolate, and I'm actually using a glass for this to make it easier to dip. Again, followed the instructions, melted in the microwave, and now I'm just going to dip my cake pop, twirl it around, bring it up, and drip the excess off. And then I'm just going to stick the whole thing right into this foam block. And while it's still moist, I'm going to go ahead, I know people hate that word, sorry, go ahead and use sprinkles to decorate. You're going to repeat this for all of your cake pops, and when you're done, you should have a nice big tray of them. I actually put mine in the freezer to go ahead and sit, and when they were done, I just took my treat bags. You can see here, I'm wrapping one around, pulling off some ribbon, and I'm just going to pinch and gather that bag and tie that curling ribbon around it. And then I'm just going to use a pair of scissors to go ahead and curl the ends just like you would a bow on a gift. This makes for very festive packaging, and I just love the way they turned out. I'm going to repeat that process with all of them, and when I'm done, I will have a whole bouquet of cake pops that I cannot eat because I'm on keto, but I'm sure my toddler will enjoy them. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to look in the description box for the other ladies' channels, and make sure to go check out their Valentine's Day treats. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and give us a big thumbs up. Bye, guys.
Ooh, I did it wrong and you did it right. Yeah, that's what you said when you started the fight. We came to an end, I put up this fence, but do you really mean that?